Yolanda, Mulwa, DJ Absolute, Bryan, Amulyoto, and I'm not going to introduce anyone. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Na stage name and your government names. Ile iko kwa birth certificate tafadhali. Ladies first, we start from mwenye amevaa kofia ama tuanze huko?
Tuanze na kofia.
Tuanze na kofia.
Wa kofia basi yako hapa. Kwa majina naitwa Nyambura Mwangi. I play the role of Deborah on FAITHLESS. Si umesema majina ya government. So ukinitumia M-Pesa. Ukinitumia M-Pesa hiyo ndio jina itakuja. Yes. So
wajamaliza mshahara. It's 11. They can send something.
Yeah, and I also go by the name Avril. I am a singer as well. That is me.
But you're Deborah.
But I'm Deborah. Today I'm Deborah.
Deborah, ule wa Bible.
Deborah.
The one from the Bible.
Yes.
Alafu, Bibia Pastor, please. Oga, please, madam.
Hey.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Beatrice Mwai, aka Beat. Alafu mimi na play le role ya Ruth. Bibia Pastor. Bibia Pastor mpoa aki. Ni mpoa sana.
Bwana yako, please, mwambie ji-introduce.
Babes, tafadhali ji-introduce.
Okay, my government name is Arabron Nyyneque. Nyyneque.
Your name is very hard.
Not really. But I'm playing the role of Pastor Musa.
Yes.
He's the one who provides the religious aspect of the show. Yes.
The beautiful lady on your right, please.
Yes. So my name is Rosemary Waweru, and I'm also known as Maya Ukonje. I play the role of Esther in FAITHLESS.
Yes. Fantastic. The lead cast of FAITHLESS. We've been going on and on about you for the past 1 week officially, when cows and goats exchanged homesteads. But before that, we got a snippet of your trailer. And I will tell you what the team and I thought. In fact, very shamelessly, not knowing that someone was going to come on board as our partner, the script, the audacity, this side of the Sahara, and the reality, the film borrowing from reality. Is this based on a true story? Is it the weather in the atmosphere in our country? It's a question.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble.
Yeah.
But kuna maneno mingi ya kanisa hii 2023. So was it time for this script? Is it just a coincidence, sir? We'll go with Arabron, please.
Okay, I mean, I'm not sure how Showmax decided to shoot this particular script, but I think it is very valid for what's going on in Kenya currently.
Yes.
Because we do have our genuine pastors who want to give the word of God to God's people. Then we do have the others who want to take advantage of being a pastor and the word of God to either, I don't know, milk people of their money, get them to do strange things. I mean, don't want to mention anything, but you know, there are some pastors who are getting people to do rather strange things. So I think, the script is very relevant for Kenya today.
But the funny thing is that we started shooting this way before
Shakaholas.
Before Shakahola started.
Yes.
We actually auditioned, if I correct me if I'm wrong, in December.
Yes.
We auditioned for this show in December. We started shooting in January, February.
Yes.
So when all these things
That is foresight. So it is foresight.
Exactly. Kulikuwa na maono mahali.
Kuna mganga huko Showmax mahali.
Nyota imeonekana.
Yeah, but
Although,
if you look
I
at
would say,
Kenya,
go ahead.
Okay, Kenya is a highly religious state.
Yes.
So
No, Africa, the continent.
State house.
I didn't want to go to Africa, but okay, Africa is highly religious, and so such a story would go well with most African states. So I think there they looked at what goes on in the African continent. This is something that people are actually going to relate to.
True.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was about time, and then now it was just a coincidence that Kenya Shakaholic things started happening, and now we've brought them on TV.
Yeah, matters religion, matters gender. I always feel you need to tiptoe around them. But you guys just took the plunge. Plus as a heist and hata mwogopi watu siku hizi mko just there.
Tunaogopa God, by the way.
Because I was laughing at that ambulance scene that ended up being on the news.
Yes.
Like on the week we were shooting it.
Like guys thought something was happening actually.
You know?
You guys were shooting.
Exactly. So people are like, no way, is this a movie? No, yeah. So
No, but I love it. I love the order. Who do you know who has written the story? Do you know who has written this story?
There are a couple
Would
of
you know?
writers.
Yeah, the couple of writers. I think every episode has a writer.
Yes.
Contributing towards. So I don't know. I think I only met one.
Wambieni tumewasalimia. Go and tell
Sana,
them.
sana.
We have told them right on, thumbs up. Even before audiences watch it. It's just the fact that someone thought to go against the grain and against them. Our dramas always focus on the family setup, rich family, poor family, this girl in the ghetto who the rich man alizaa na msichana mwingine, they've come for their wealth. So the fact that you took, in fact there's no box. Where's the box?
They never want to poke the bear, but I think that we have, and we're like, we want to see
You have.
that how that
What is going to happen?
Storyline has been the same
You
over
have.
and over and over until
Actually, actors have been the same
As well. So we loved
on certain
we loved,
platforms as well.
Yeah.
We love the fact that we saw you guys there because there's typecasting, but I think this was spot on. I love.
Oh my God, big up to our casting director, Isaiah. Isaiah did such an amazing job because even when we were being called for auditions, we just went not knowing what the show was going to be about.
Yes.
Personally, I kind of had a context of being a singer in the show, but really did not know, the story. The story
was richer and deeper.
Exactly.
Being
So,
a
but
singer in church now.
by then
Church choir.
nanimeiwa
But I
gospel
could tell-
pale
I
kali,
could tell
unajua,
it was going to be something deep. I mean, because the auditions
Exactly.
were rigorous.
Very
The
we had
auditions
3
were
callbacks.
rigorous.
We auditioned for a whole month.
Yes.
Going, coming back,
and
going,
forth,
coming back,
and
going,
forth
coming back.
until when we
To
got
our
the-
pleasure and satisfaction, me, I'm not mad at that. Hata ongezeni, whoever is doing the casting, at them. Arabron, let me ask you a question because you're a seasoned actor, sir. How has the landscape changed since you started?
Oh, wow. That's a very interesting question. The landscape really has changed. Now, I don't want to expose my age and how long I've been on the face of this earth,
We go with 35. That always works.
In fact,
That's
very
good, yeah. Let's go with that. But the thing is, when I started, we used to do it for the love of.
Yes.
There was no pay. There was no remuneration of any kind.
Yeah.
Now that was theater. That was on stage.
Yeah, as a thespian.
Yes, as a thespian. So, that's where we started. So if I think about where we started and where we are today, there's been a great development in terms of performing arts as a whole,
Yes.
and particularly in terms of TV and film.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of throw it a little out there because we've watched Nollywood. I'm sorry, we're going to go back to Showmax. Hi, Showmax! Stay here, we love you.
Showmax.
Yes.
Showmax is the king.
It's there.
Just a holistic conversation. The arts in Nigeria bring a lot of money. What do Nigerians grow? Don't tell me about cocoa and shea butter and oil. But the one thing that has added to their growth and to their nation, even monetary wise, is film. Nollywood racks in millions of dollars. So what measures do you think our government can take also for us to tuwaongezee pesa kwa ile bakuli yao kubwa? Because we're not making too many things. The industries are not. We are not. What are we growing and making lately? I'm like, this is.
And government aside,
where
also
it's at.
us as Kenyans, even as supporters of the film, the people who watch these films,
Yeah.
what else can we do? So, Janela, what can we do differently?
Avril.
Yeah, Avril.
First and foremost, our population we can never compare the amount of content Nigeria versus Kenya.
Okay, that's true.
So, and whenever we talk about population, that always translates down to how much money that economy can be able to generate as compared to our economy.
True.
Okay? Huko ukiuza kitu hata shilingi moja, utatengeneza bilioni yako. Hapo ukiuza kitu shilingi moja, you'll not be able to make as much money as there. So the help comes from, first and foremost, are we churning out good content? But haijalishagi sometimes, by the way.
Yes.
Content is content.
Yes.
Because there's growth in content. If you look at the industry 5 years ago and now, I mean, the kind of the audacity you were talking about that people are having right now in terms of writing, in terms of creating content is crazy. Let's put the population thing aside.
Yes.
How much money are we getting from the people who can give money? And that's the reason why I applaud so much the platforms that are coming, and not from Kenya. And that's the unfortunate part.
Yes, that an outsider must come
outsiders are seeing the potential.
Exactly.
The outsiders are seeing the potential, and they're fighting for this market. They're fighting for this market.
sad.
You're actually seeing red carpets being tengenezed by Showmax, and then someone, another player comes and goes like, you know what?
Me too. I'll do better.
Yeah, I can do better, and I have like.
But they say a prophet is not. They say
It always condemned in their own state.
Yes.
It's true. It's true. But that's the thing. So, mimi nataka kuhimiza government yetu tafadhali.
Yes,
Let's have genuine concern for this industry. Fantastic Talanta Hela is here. Fantastic. We have all these. They call it the creative economy.
Yes.
And this is one of the things that they really used to campaign with, the creative economy, so they can speak to young people. Let us see genuine concern from the government, because if the outsiders are seeing it, come on.
The outsiders are seeing the potential.
The outsiders are seeing the potential. How come our own government not seeing the potential? And it's not about taxation. It's about putting money into the industry so that we can be able to actually say, you know what? I can be able to buy a car. As an actor.
True.
I can be able to pay rent as an actor. Jobs ni back to back. Si ati ni moja saizi nikishamaliza haya. What next? The stories are there to be told. And we don't even have to tell our own stories. Tunaweza adapt stories from all over the world and we give it a Kenyan kick.
It's true.
In this 6 months, how many shows have you seen Kenyan? How many billboards have you seen? Kenyan billboards. Back to back shows. Back to back shows. With completely new faces. Actors and actresses. Pepeta, when I did Pepeta, we literally had like 2-3 people who you could say, I've seen this person on this.
Yes. And I loved it. And we talked about the fresh faces.
The lead cast was all fresh faces. So, are the fresh faces there? Yes, they are.
Yes.
They're just looking for that voice.
Yes. But we also want a balance of both, because even in the US, we have the A-listers and we have George Clooney will still get a role. But hata mtu mwenye anaanza.
Yes, we all have to.
And also say, the government also need to put policies in place where you see, like for example, teachers, they have NAT, right?
Yes.
You cannot pay a teacher who has gone up to a certain they've gone up to a certain level.
Yeah, work on a job levels.
Yes, there are levels. With actors, it is do you know how to bargain?
Kibarua.
Do you not know how to bargain?
Kibarua.
So you see things like that, they make us look like this is not a serious industry, but it is. And also play Kenya, support Kenya. Let me tell you, I went to Tanzania and they do not play Kenyan music.
True.
Has anyone?
No, I've been there, yes. And
Kenyan music, and not only Kenyan music, even Kenyan soap operas and things like what we're doing.
But
right
we're
now.
so quick
We
support
are so quick to support everyone else, but our own. And it starts with our radio stations, our TV stations, and such like things. So as Kenyans, also we must support our own. Let us learn to love what we are doing. We are so talented.
But I like that it's changing. I like that it's changing.
And we were actually having a very interesting conversation with Pastor Musa earlier before we got into the studio. And I for some reason, I still feel like I need him to emphasize much on that, because he's been longer in the industry.
Yes.
And he was talking about we have a long way. And I was like, okay, why are you emphasizing on the long? No, and then he's like, we have a long way to go.
Yes.
And then his first concern was the government. The government does not support creative arts.
It will always, as much as people say it has nothing to, one doesn't have anything to do with the other, it will always go back to them, because those are the policy makers, those are the gatekeepers. Before it even trickles down to the corporate world, it must always start with them.
Yes, and then I've also, and then and then there's the aspect of, like you say, there's a change. Right now, you see, they're giving new because we have too many talents out there, and I like the fact that FAITHLESS. Let's just take FAITHLESS itself.
Yes.
I don't know how they sat down and decided, you know what, we're going to do old faces and new faces.
But I love that.
Yes.
The delicate balance.
Is, you see, it's a stepping stone that we are headed somewhere.
Yeah.
So kidogo mtuana, hey, this one, huyu anaweza hii kitu. So and then eventually you're like, oh, so you can actually boost this person to another project. But you see, we've had people complain a lot, like, hey, we have the same faces year in,
we
out.
Talk about, we have a segment on our show called Box Office, and we talk about it. There's the Arabrons and Kenyan Bogwas. First, let me tell you the truth. Ukiangalia poster, kama iko na George Clooney na iko na, tell me an old actor, and it has Tom Cruise. I'm going to watch it. Of course. The same way when we saw you on the poster, we're like, let me give this one attention and check, because watoto pia, they're still experimenting. As seasoned as you are, you're not going to waste your time on just any old thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
Nope, that's true.
Yes, you're about to say something. I catch you. But
because now, because I read, and you can correct me, please. You grew up partly. Were you born in the US or something?
Yes, I was born in New York City.
So imagine that. So you have a bit of a view of what things are like outside. So I was talking about what we need to do. How do we get there?
Yes, please.
You know how we get there. I suppose it's different for every single country, depending on how you approach different issues. You understand? But what I wanted to talk about when I got your attention was this thing of, I think I've heard you mention it 2 or 3 times, the same faces.
Yes.
Now, the truth of the matter is, and I think you mentioned it, there are some bankable actors.
Yes.
You know for a fact, so long as I cast so and so, then my movie is going to be good.
It's an investment at the end of the day.
Then when you have such people and you have upcoming actors work with them, then it gives the upcoming actors an opportunity to ask questions to the seasoned actors. And that way, when you watch the finished production, it's actually really nice because there's a certain, is it called an amalgamation?
Yes, it is.
Yes, amalgamation.
No, at least, it's everything has come together. And that's how you get your really good production. Now, okay, I said I'm not going to talk much, and I don't really want to talk much.
We want your wisdom.
I would like to mention something about the actor, because the actor is actually not the most important, but that's the person you see on screen. Now, I personally believe that actors in this country, and it's not their fault, have yet to understand the responsibility of an actor to a production. E.g., and I'm going to give you a very, very, very small example from some other program, and it generally works like that in Kenya. The least an actor can do, if you are professional, is please come to the set with your lines. They don't have to be in character. You don't have to have them exactly 100%. You can,
just be in the context.
Work with it when you're on set. But the context of what you're saying and basically generally understanding that scene or scenes that you're going to shoot, an actor has a responsibility. When you're not on set, continue going through your script, continue going through your lines, keep thinking about your character. In any particular scene, why are you behaving the way you're behaving?
Yes.
Because what I'm saying today is as a result of all the years that I have been acting.
Exactly.
Now, unfortunately, many times when a Kenyan actor acts, they act as if whatever they're acting is the beginning. And it can't be the beginning because you are what you are as a result of everything you've been through since you were born.
Fantastic. We're going to get into a commercial break. When we come back, we pick up where we left off. And also, you must leave us with a few crumbs. Have you watched Faithless? Do you have a Showmax account? Visit www.showmax.com and find out how, because you're missing out on a very powerful conversation. When we're back, more from the cast. We are joined by the lead cast of Faithless. Why? Arabron. We have Rosemary, we have Avril, and we have Beatrice. Nimeona hii kanisa hakuna mtu atagusa kishilingi. You're the one who counts the offering after. But let's talk about Showmax as a platform and how vital a role it has played in the industry, in changing the landscape. And
for you actors.
And for you actors.
I think they're doing a great job. Recently, now if right now you go to Showmax and you want to binge watch on 5 Kenyan shows, you can actually do it. It is not, say 5 years ago, you couldn't do that.
True.
There was a lot of foreign stuff, but I think Showmax has done a really good job in challenging other networks like Netflix and even the Kenyan media. They're seeing what foreigners are doing in our country, and so I'm sure they'll pull up their socks and think, if a foreigner can do this, what about
why
me?
not?
Who's, and it's also giving Kenyans jobs. It's giving us actors jobs, and it is paying. Let me not talk much about the pay, but it has upped the pay such that the local media now has to go to a level ndio wafike na Showmax so that there can be competition, which is very good for our industry. We are all for that. We are all for growth.
Arabron, you have also been part of The Second Family, which is also another show.
Yes.
On Showmax now.
Yes.
How is that?
We had a lot to say about you. Kuwa na maneno mengi sana.
Okay. How do you find the platform?
It's difficult to say it's been a good year for me, because if it had been a good year, I'd have bought a mansion or something. But
sorry.
No, I mean,
Even the country is going through some economic challenges. So yes.
Yes, I was on Second Family, and I've always told people never call a role a small role or anything like that. But I would like to say I played a small role in Second Family. Now, I did enjoy playing that role, and I enjoyed performing with the actors in Second Family, some of whom I've worked with in the past to help improve their craft and whatnot. So being with them also was rather exciting. You understand? Now, I was playing the role of a lawyer. Now, I was very aware that I'm also playing a role of a pastor in Faithless.
Yes.
So, I had to distinctly play Stephen, who was the lawyer in Second Family, than the way I would play Pastor Musa.
Yes.
I even tried to use my voice differently. I mean, I don't know if I succeeded, but
We'll be the judge of that.
I was trying to use my voice differently as Stephen, and then differently as Pastor Musa. Like, for example, for Pastor Musa, I tried to speak slowly.
Yes.
Whereas with Stephen, I tried to speak rather quickly. In fact, there were hardly any full stops. It was like he put his sentences together. But the pastor is very purposeful. When he says something, he says it, he has a reason for saying it, and that's what I try to portray.
So where are you drawing the inspiration from? Pastor Nganga? I'm just asking. Where are you drawing? Like, no, like,
he doesn't have a guitar.
Because I'm not an actor. When you get a role, do you, like, to just help you prep, like even mentally, do you look for someone in society or whatever who has the,
Let me talk about
Pastor Mwiru and Pastor Neno.
Okay.
Neno, Lele, the host voice. Are you?
No, actually, as the pastor, if you want me to be absolutely honest with you, where we were shooting at church, I believe, I'm not sure that we were using members of the church as extras. So from time to time, an extra or two would walk up to me and tell me, oh, by the way, it usually happens like this. You start like this, then you do this.
They give you pointers.
Then now you start preaching.
Are you shooting in an actual church?
Oh, yes. We're shooting in an actual church, yes.
I love it.
And then apart from that, of course, my very first prayer as the pastor was written for me by Avril.
Wanawambia mimi ni mtu very faithful. Mimi ni mcha Mungu.
Because that has been my question I was really wanted to ask. I mean, I see your first scene, of course, episode 1 is out, Faithless. Your first scene, you start by singing, like whoever in your church, ni church choir leader,
worship leader,
choir master,
deaconess.
And you look like Mama Kanisa, like all the way to your dressing with some doll shoes.
I know, right?
Was it hard for you to like act a religious role? Because as we know, Avril,
you know Avril done what? Avril done
Was it difficult for you to transit into like a religious role, like a Mama Kanisa role?
Mamangu ni pastor, man.
Pole basi.
So
wait, like for real?
Yes.
You're a PK. You're a pastor's kid.
I'm a pastor's kid. My mom actually does a lot of ministry. No, it was not hard to slip into it because one, I'm very spiritual. So even when the songs, we were doing the songs and everything, it came very naturally to me. But Deborah's role was very, very challenging for me because being in that element, she's very timid. She's very timid. She's very. She doesn't know what to think. She's always like, she's looking up to Ruth, you know. She's a bit scared of Esther. So she getting that vibe, it was very difficult. But the setting was amazing, because now getting into church, you just are morphed into it. You just morphed into it.
What would you say sets this script apart, this production apart? We recognize your faces from very different, many a production. What makes, now you're speaking to someone who's not converted, right? Why should I watch Faithless?
Because of the story.
It's provocative, it's different, they've dared to be different, and they're doing things that would be considered
taboo.
Yes.
Yeah. The audacity.
I mean, I feel like yes, a lot of things that happen in church are not put out there. But like you say, the audacity. Wacha nikwambie, we have tumeileta hivi wazi, you know, like you can actually see what goes on in the church. Because even with the script writers,
some churches.
Yeah, some churches.
Disclaimer.
Sorry.
State House is listening.
Sorry, PK. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah, hii ni kanisa takatifu la Kenya.
There are so many things, in as much as, because especially me, I feel like the African content, we are not very coming to expressional.
Yes.
It's ni ngumu sana. Sisi ni watu wa kukanyagia.
Yes.
You get.
No, especially when it comes to religion.
Yes.
It's a very touchy. We don't even talk about it.
Even how Shakahola blew up, I don't know. But you see, it has been there for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, so ni kitu imekuwa, but ilifika tu mahali ka.
So
yes.
How was it playing the pastor's wife?
Wow. Pastor's wife.
Did you also struggle?
Angalau amenyenyekea.
Studio ni mbabli.
Pastor Musa, please smile.
Pastor Musa.
Babes, I'm talking.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
That's why I'm smiling. Go ahead, talk, express yourself.
How was it?
Playing the pastor's wife.
Pastor's
was
wife.
it difficult? Was it
easy? It wasn't difficult. I'm also spiritual. I am also a church.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. And
it's always your own. Yani the people watu wa church akina Avril na Beatrice ndio wanakuja kuchokora church. It's always your own faithful baba.
No, and then of course now we became like a family, so we'd share so much, of course, with a little inspiration of Avril and her mom and all that. And then also I'm grateful because we also had a good AD who is also the first AD is also a PK.
Okay.
And he took me through some of the things and how to pull it, especially that episode 1. Like I remember he called me.
He's live.
He called me aside, especially that scene where you come from work and you're tired. You get that part, and then I'm asking you what happened today. He called me aside and said, "Bits, unajua bibi ya pastor huulizi ati kana moshenewa mama wa chama."
You come with the spirit.
Yes, you have to come with the spirit.
Yes.
And that changed my mindset. From there, I picked it up. As in, he has played so much role in shaping me into the person that I was in that show.
I saw how you were holding hands and be like, let's the guys are panicking over here.
Yes.
And you're like, let us.
And Esther is like, what are you even telling us? Prayer itaikuwa ina make sense at the time.
Much,
maybe let me add on to that. There's something very important that she said. Notes. When you are an actor, you should be a sponge. Umefika pale, yes, you know what you've come to do, but learn to listen.
Yes.
Because someone will see something that you did not see. And I actually applaud the cast and crew for what we did. Live I did such a fantastic job putting us together.
Amazing.
You would actually be told something by even just a cast member, a crew member. Like light na kuchapa vizuri ukiwa hivi. So do this like this, like this, like this.
But you know your cast member is your first audience.
Exactly. Exactly.
Your first audience.
So it was very beneficial. Notes. I just wanted to emphasize on that point about notes.
Yes. Arabron, you were saying something.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about this issue of notes.
Yes.
Now, you know, a lot of people, when I get to a set, they say, when a legend, you know what you need to do. But there's nobody who knows what they need to do 100%. You know, every time you come to the set, you're ready to work with your director, you're ready to work with your first assistant director, and even with your fellow actors. You understand? Because it is teamwork. There's no actor, no matter how many years you've acted, who knows everything about getting into character or even the character that they are playing.
And
so I just wanted to add on to what Avril said.
Amazing.
The first note that Abdi Shuria told us when we were doing our workshop, our actors workshop, he was like, yo, me, I'm looking at Hollywood, guys.
Yes.
The moment he said that, we were like, you know what? Hapa tutakuja kucheza. And we had 3 directors. So there was Janet Chumbe who came in after Abdi, because Abdi is very action in his you opening
the ambulance scene. I've watched it. I loved it.
That's Abdi right there. And then now Janet came into the story. Then King is actually our director as well. Wow. So Mush King being someone who's been in the game for such a long time, having him direct us in a film project, because you've always known him for music videos. Now you know him in the capacity of film. That was so refreshing. And
let me tell you something, and it's not to toot your horns. It is not because this space here has been paid for by our partner Showmax. I'll tell you, the quality has greatly changed from the wardrobe to the makeup to the storyline. It will only get better. It will only get better. And I love Showmax because even before they came on board, before they even warmed up to us, in fact, our BE is here, she will tell you. I asked her, why isn't Showmax here? Because we genuinely have been on your radar for the longest time since you started churning out Kenyan content. Fantastic. It's not like Kenyans don't want to support their own. When you give me, you cannot tell me that you're going to bring any forward or anything I watch because it's Kenyan and I have all these things at my disposal. When movies are showing, we have front row seat with the rest of the world. So the quality, the bar has already been set high. So I love that nothing was left to chance. I tried. I sit here. Even from the beginning, I can pick something apart. I'll tell you that. I don't know if it's a blessing or it's a curse. But mwenye aliandika hiyo script, enu mwombe Yolanda amemwambia the cajonas can be seen.
Nabado.
Yes.
You're talking about you can really tear things apart. If there's one part of our film and TV industry that we really need, we need to be critiqued. We need more critics. But people who critique constructively, there are some people who want to critique huko mulitupa mbao aje. What did we do wrong? What would you like to see done differently?
We wanted different faces. Not getting rid of the older ones because even there's no market that will hakuna tunataka A-listers wetu. We want to see fresh faces. We want to see the ones who are not so seasoned but they also have their footing. Akina Avril, I've not seen you in a show in a long time. In Saiza London nimeona CV yako imeongezeka.
No, I've done Selena.
I remember her from Tabasamu. And that was the first show I was like, I was chana Kenya wanakuanga wa supu. But I love that everything is getting better and better and it only gets better from here because someone is going to sit and say, that's the best that someone could do. Showmax. Na Faithless yao. Let me show them. Now we are going to have not just a high speed chase, we are going to have helicopters, we are going to have our marines, speedboats.
It brings me to something that I've actually loved. I've seen a gunshot scene, which is the first scene, pretty much, the ambulance.
Let me tell you,
were the guns real, first of all? Because I love how it looks.
We actually had a police.
No, they did not fire real bullets.
But they were real guns.
Aesthetically, it looked.
Of course.
So it looks believable. Wachana nile story ati, push you,
hata tusiseme wengine walikuwa na role kwa nyasi wakiwa government spokesman.
If there was anyone who was excited about this show, anyone who was excited about the drama and the crime, Avril. Yani this chick, you couldn't hold her down. I was like, yo, guys, we're gonna be on a... I'm like, hey, Avril, chill, relax.
No, because I love watching crime, drama. I like watching thrillers, I like watching horrors. And then here I am acting in one. It was so cool. Like, you literally have people who can actually execute that here. Tipis, but a big shout out to Tipis SFX. Some of those things that you see there.
Everything was Kenyan?
Yes, the entire crew is Kenyan. Local. Yes.
Mulipata damu ya ukweli, tomato sauce tuliwacha.
By the way,
Beatrice mulikuwa mnapenda tomato sauce na buru kwa nyasi na government spokesman. Na kwa sababu hiyo siku gava ilikuwa tulinyamaza. And a roll.
But it's well done, you guys.
I love it.
It's so well done. And beyond the acting, I mean, I don't put spoilers, but the guy from Selena's Kamau,
Peter Kamau, yes.
From Selena,
Detective, yes.
There's something he says. There's something he says. And you see now, research.
Yes.
Like, okay, can I say a line?
Yes.
Why do you, no spoiler.
Okay.
No
Like,
spoiler.
there's no blood here. What could it be? Bulletproof vest. You do you get?
Yes.
There's
Yeah,
thought.
Bodyama.
There's thought. It's not just acting. Quickly, before you guys will quickly finish with what you love. Like,
Yes.
but for me, I just want to say, one, I just love the fact that we were speaking like Kenyans.
Yes.
It's not like prose English at where are you going? No, it's like niaje maze, ulinichoma. We spoke like Kenyans in these things, and I want to see it. I'd love it for some subtitles for like international market.
They
and
are
also
there.
watch it. You get, but that's what I want to see. We can't be a Kenyan film.
True.
And we are speaking like. Let's
True.
speak. Let's tell our stories the way, and I love it. You
Our
guys,
own
I
way.
love it.
Thank you.
I can't wait for the next episode as well.
Thank you so much. Coming on Thursday.
Yep.
On Thursday.
We'll talk about that. Tutawakumbusha.
So you guys, what did you love?
The most.
So why should we watch?
You should watch Faithless because I'm going to use words that were said by a fellow castmate. Everyone gave 1,000%.
Oh yes.
Everyone gave 1,000%. Yo, ilifika place maka tunaanza kujamiana set kwa sababu wase wamechoka, you know.
Yeah.
We were so tired.
Fatigue. Yes.
We gave 1,000%, and not just at the actor, crew. Ilikuwa everyone knew their role.
Yeah.
Everyone knew what they were supposed to play to make the cogs turn.
Yeah.
The caterers knew they were supposed to give us food. They gave us food. The transport guys knew they were supposed to get us on set. They got us on set. Yani, are you seeing that? What I love was that everyone gave 1,000%, and in addition to that, it was a huge production in terms of the people who came through. So my biggest shout out, shout out is to Live Eye for making sure that we were able to do this. And this is another maybe plus to Showmax because they're actually giving the work to Kenyan productions and challenging them. You
I
know?
only thought it was the cast.
Guys were thinking, we have a director from SA. Everyone was Kenyan. Every single person, from the director all the way down to the person who was cleaning up after us.
Kenyan excellence. I love it. I love it. Beatrice.
Yes.
Baby Apasi, tell us.
Well, you should watch this because it's an eye-opener. 1, 2, it's a reality check.
Yes.
And 3, we had the best team on the ground. We had the best team. And like Avril said, I'm going to emphasize, they gave us a platform. And the fact that I even learned during the screening that Live Eye, this was their first ever.
Wow.
Because they do sports.
Yes, they only do sports.
I think we met them at Machakos.
Yes. And now they're doing, I think, rugby or something. But this is their first, like, a film they're doing. And I think they've given more than that 1,000 because we tried, we killed it. Like we said, what Rosemary Esther is saying, it's not about the pay, but the budget. We couldn't afford to find tu vitu tu hapo shagala bagala, you know.
True.
As in, we put our best foot forward. And then, of course, with the audition, already had set a pace. Ikitu ni moto. Ikitu lazima tu
I have to bring my A game.
You have to bring your A game. So I'm just hoping that it will
translate, like the audience will receive it like they should.
Yes, but because we took it to heart, it really meant so much to us.
You had us at hello with the script. Thank you. How this grows.
Mr. Musa.
I don't know. I would say that people should watch this because the stars of the show are the ladies. Now, I know for a lot of people, they're used to the star being male and then the co-star is female, but this story is driven by the ladies. And the pastor is actually there to bring in the spiritual aspect in the story. But all the machinations, all the suspense and intrigue comes from the 4 ladies. So I personally like that. So that's why I would tell people, watch, come and see. Ladies can also act, you know.
Initially,
that's your chama.
Yes. No. That was the name of the show when it came into the country.
The working title.
Yes, the working title was Wamama Wanema.
Ni ukweli wa mama wa church.
Wamama Wanema, by the way.
Rosemary, finally.
Yes.
Why should we watch?
Because Faithless is a labor of love. I would say we dealt with Faithless like family.
Yes.
Like everyone who was involved in it, every single person did their part the best they could.
Oh yes.
There was no half-assing anything. Everyone came with their A game, because even when you look at the show, the characters come to life because of the way they're dressed, the way they speak. So that means costume has done their part, the way they are lit. If you look at our show, actually, if you look at our show and say, for example, look at another show, you will tell there's a difference with the ambience. With the lighting, it's true. Totally different.
It's true.
And that means everyone brought their A game and did the job the way it was supposed to be done. And actors, we did our job as well. We did our homework. We gave our characters lives, at the back. In fact, I would say I was really challenged in this particular role, because it's something that I've not done before. It was a roller coaster of emotions. I don't want to, spoil alert and whatnot.
Yes, don't.
But I felt like everybody just wanted this thing to just, to succeed. Yes. So that is why I would tell people, you will feel the love and the kujitolea kwa watu in the show. Yes. So that is why I would tell them to watch.
I guess we are in for a treat. That wraps it up. You can catch Faithless exclusively on Showmax with a brand new episode every single Thursday. All you have to do to sign up, visit showmax.com, go to your Play Store, go and download the app. And what I love about this, because I forgot to tell you, we've changed how we consume entertainment. Sure. Yep. You get to take your entertainment along with you throughout the day, and this is and the only, I think, video on demand platform that guarantees that can download ni watch kesho. Arabron made me promise I was going to speak about my daughter. Mothers hide in the toilet.
Yes.
So download. I kept my promise. So ukigongewa, mommy, open the door. Nope. Open. Me, I'm just there. I'm like, woo. Wacha tuangalie leo Deborah na Hope wanafanya nini.
And a mobile subscription is just 300 bob.
Imagine.
Only.
Don't miss that.
Okay, now that you've mentioned that,
we are top 2 on such content. So thank you.
Pole basi, poleni.
But thank you to our fans already.
Let me tell you.
We won't disappoint
Yolanda,
you.
I forgot to mention.
Yes.
Even when we were on board, like we had so many stars, like the likes of Avril and Peter Kamau and Mark Masai.
Salimieni.
By the way,
alafu pia Aziad.
I know, right? And let me tell you, this is the interesting thing. Like the newbies and people who've hawakuwa na hiyo show off. Unajua watu jisikia mimi ni star. Unijui wewe, unajua? We didn't have that. We were a family.
We broke bread together.
A family. I think we were all equal.
Is there talk for season 2?
Tumalizane na season 1. We only watched one episode.
Imagine,
and you cannot.
But see, maybe you guys.
You think Aziad will get a leading role? Stop
no,
it.
Aziad might need a boyfriend in that show.
And they are going to cast volunteer.
Shuria. Yeah?
You want to volunteer?
You want to
just
volunteer?
in case you need like
now, you need to talk to the executive producer.
Like someone who's equally height.
Yes.
You'll be kissing on set.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
You're most welcome. Thank you for calling us.
Mkwe mnatuwatch saa zingine on Tuesday tunaongeanga. We talk about you, we talk about shows. Tuesday we keep it local. So on Box Office we play trailers, we watch shows, we talk about them, and we genuinely give our honest criticism. That's why we talked about the cajonas. But we love it.
You love that.
We love
I heard you gave a very nice review of us on Monday.
Yes.
Morning. Somebody was
Yes,
like,
we did.
wow.
There's a video. It's by the documented video evidence. That sema mwenye aliandika hii maneno. But Showmax has been borrowing a lot from reality because even your previous show. Second family. Every politician who has died. We cannot. I will like my job. Hata ile ingine inaitwa county?
49.
Kuna watu wengine wanaweza kufichwa pia saa zingine.
Yolanda, the funniest thing is that these shows happen when we are, as in these exposés happen when we are shooting. So
hata muone you don't know.
Si hata tukua tunajua by the way.
So
County 49 amtaki tuchukue mtu tu tumfiche mahali.
Yolanda.
Na second family tu si amongee juu ya mtu. Si tunamjua.
Hata please tusiongee sana.
Thank you so much Showmax for making this possible.
Yes.
Can't wait to keep watching this every single Thursday.
Yep, thank you so much.
Salamu zetu kwa everyone who was involved.
Stand by for the Spice Drive with Edward Koach and DJ Abstract on the decks. Keep it here, 94.4 Spice FM, the home of sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Yay!